This Christmas, your soulmate is thinking about you. A sign will appear tonight. Don't scroll, listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because something gentle and real is moving toward you in this very season, and it's not loud or overwhelming, it's warm, intentional, and wrapped in the quiet magic of Christmas. Don't scroll, because this isn't coincidence. Listen to this. The holidays soften hearts and thin the veil between intention and awareness. And that's why you're feeling it more strongly tonight. Don't scroll, because when the lights glow and the world slows down, souls speak more clearly. Listen to this. Someone who matters to you, someone connected to your future, is thinking about you right now with a tenderness they don't even know how to put into words. Don't scroll, because this isn't about obsession or longing. Listen to this. It's about recognition, a knowing that rises gently when the noise fades. Don't scroll, because Christmas carries a frequency of reflection, forgiveness, and hope. Listen to this, and in that frequency, soul connections activate naturally. Don't scroll, because you've been prepared for this moment without realizing it. Listen to this. Your spirit has been doing quiet work all year, letting go, healing, choosing peace over chaos. So you could recognize love when it approaches softly. Don't scroll, because soft love lasts. Listen to this. Intense sparks fade, but warmth endures. Don't scroll, because warmth is what your nervous system has been craving. Listen to this. That's why your body feels calmer lately, why your reactions have softened. Don't scroll, because regulation is a sign of readiness. Listen to this. Readiness doesn't rush, it receives. Don't scroll, because receiving requires trust. Listen to this. Trust is being rebuilt in you right now. Don't scroll, because the universe doesn't bring signs to create anxiety. Listen to this. It brings them to create reassurance. Don't scroll, because reassurance is what this night is about. Listen to this. You might notice a sign that feels subtle but personal, a song lyric that lands differently, a memory that warms instead of hurts, a number repeating like 1111 or 12. 12 when your thoughts drift to love. Don't scroll, because those numbers are confirmations. Listen to this. Confirmations that alignment is happening on both sides. Don't scroll, because alignment doesn't require constant contact. Listen to this. It requires shared readiness. Don't scroll, because readiness has been growing quietly. Listen to this. The person connected to you has been reflecting too, not dramatically, not desperately, but sincerely. Don't scroll, because sincerity shows up as care. Listen to this. Care that respects timing. Don't scroll, because timing matters when hearts are involved. Listen to this. The universe protects connections that are meant to last by letting them unfold gently. Don't scroll, because forcing ruins what patience can preserve. Listen to this. Tonight isn't about a sudden confession or a disruptive event. Don't scroll, because it's about recognition settling into your body. Listen to this. That feeling of something is near, without pressure. Don't scroll, because pressure belongs to fear. Listen to this. Peace belongs to alignment. Don't scroll, because peace is what you're stepping into. Listen to this. You may feel drawn to quiet moments this evening. Don't scroll, because stillness amplifies intuition. Listen to this. Intuition will speak in calm signals, not commands. Don't scroll, because commands override choice. Listen to this. Choice is sacred in soulmate connections. Don't scroll, because you are meant to choose freely. Listen to this. Not out of urgency or loneliness. Don't scroll, because loneliness is being healed. Listen to this. Healing doesn't erase desire. Don't scroll, because it refines it. Listen to this. Refined desire looks like clarity, not chasing. Don't scroll, because chasing exhausts the heart. Listen to this. Alignment draws what belongs to you naturally. Don't scroll, because what's meant for you recognizes you without effort. Listen to this. You might notice your thoughts returning to love. Without anxiety, don't scroll, because that's growth. Listen to this. Anxiety once guarded you. Don't scroll, because it feared repetition of pain. Listen to this. Now wisdom guards you. Don't scroll, because wisdom allows openness with boundaries. Listen to this. Boundaries don't block love. Don't scroll, because they protect it. Listen to this. The universe has been teaching you to protect your peace without closing your heart. Don't scroll, because balance is the theme of this season. Listen to this. Balance allows joy to feel safe. Don't scroll, because joy without safety fades. Listen to this. Safe joy compounds. Don't scroll, because compound joy builds a future. Listen to this. Tonight's sign may arrive as a feeling of warmth rather than excitement. Don't scroll, because excitement spikes. Listen to this. Warmth settles. Don't scroll, because settled love feels like home. Listen to this. Home is where you exhale. Don't scroll, because exhaling together is the beginning of partnership. Listen to this. Partnership grows when two people meet as equals. Don't scroll, because equality sustains respect. Listen to this. Respect deepens attraction over time. Don't scroll, because attraction rooted in respect doesn't burn out. Listen to this. You may see 3:33 when you think about communication. Don't scroll, because harmony is forming. Listen to this. Harmony doesn't erase differences. Don't scroll, because it allows them to coexist peacefully. Listen to this. The person thinking of you tonight isn't idealizing you. Don't scroll, because they appreciate you. Listen to this. Appreciation sees the whole person. Don't scroll, because idealization collapses under reality. Listen to this. Appreciation thrives in it. Don't scroll, because reality is where lasting love lives. Listen to this. Christmas carries a promise of renewal. Don't scroll, because renewal doesn't mean starting over. Listen to this. It means continuing with clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity prevents repeating old cycles. Listen to this. Cycles have been breaking in you. Don't scroll, because lessons integrated don't need repetition. Listen to this. The universe doesn't test what you've already mastered. Don't scroll, because it invites you forward. Listen to this. Forward doesn't mean rushed. Don't scroll, because it means aligned. Listen to this. Alignment feels inevitable without urgency. Don't scroll, because inevitability brings calm confidence. Listen to this. Confidence doesn't seek validation. Don't scroll, because it trusts timing. Listen to this. Timing is sacred tonight. Don't scroll, because Christmas amplifies intention. Listen to this. Intention shapes reality quietly. Don't scroll, because quiet shifts last longer. Listen to this. You may feel gratitude rising unexpectedly. Don't scroll, because gratitude signals acceptance. Listen to this. Acceptance creates peace. Don't scroll, because peace is the confirmation you're ready. Listen to this. Ready to recognize what's approaching without fear. Don't scroll, because fear no longer leads. Listen to this. Curiosity does. Don't scroll, because curiosity keeps the heart open without clinging. Listen to this. The sign tonight won't demand action. Don't scroll, because it invites awareness. Listen to this. Awareness prepares you to receive without forcing outcomes. Don't scroll, because forcing blocks flow. Listen to this. Flow is present now. Don't scroll, because presence invites synchronicity. Listen to this. Synchronicity guides next steps gently. Don't scroll, because gentle guidance protects your peace. Listen to this. The cliffhanger is simple and comforting. When the sign appears, you won't feel confused or restless. Don't scroll, because you'll feel reassured. Listen to this, like something quietly clicked into place. Don't scroll, because that click is alignment settling. Listen to this, stay present tonight. Stay kind to your heart, because what's thinking of you isn't meant to disturb your peace, it's meant to meet it. Don't scroll, listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because what happens after the sign appears is just as important as the sign itself, and most people miss this part. Stay with me, because tonight isn't about fireworks or dramatic proof, it's about a quiet recognition that settles into your body and changes how you see what's coming next. Don't scroll, because once the sign shows up, whether it's a number repeating like 11, when your thoughts drift, a song that feels impossibly timed, a dream that lingers after you wake, or a sudden warmth in your chest, you'll feel a shift. Listen to this, not a rush, not anxiety, but a soft confirmation that you're not imagining the connection you've been feeling. Don't scroll, because doubt has been one of the last things loosening its grip on you. Listen to this, doubt once protected you from disappointment, but now it's being replaced by discernment. Don't scroll, because discernment is calmer than doubt. Listen to this, it doesn't argue, it recognizes. Don't scroll, because recognition doesn't need proof. Listen to this, it feels like something aligning rather than convincing. Don't scroll, because alignment doesn't shout. Listen to this, it settles. Don't scroll, because settling is what your nervous system has been learning to allow. Listen to this, you've spent a long time being alert, guarding your heart, scanning for what could go wrong. Don't scroll, because that vigilance kept you safe when things were uncertain. Listen to this, but safety has been rebuilding inside you. Don't scroll, because safety allows softness. Listen to this, softness doesn't mean vulnerability without boundaries. Don't scroll, because it means openness with self-respect. Listen to this, tonight's energy supports that balance. Don't scroll, because Christmas carries a frequency of reconciliation. Within yourself first, then with others. Listen to this, reconciliation doesn't always mean reunion. Don't scroll, because sometimes it means peace with what is and readiness for what's next. Listen to this, the person thinking of you tonight is not pulling you backward. Don't scroll, because they're aligned with the version of you that's emerging. Listen to this, emerging slowly, steadily, without pressure. Don't scroll, because pressure collapses intuition. Listen to this, intuition thrives in calm. Don't scroll, because calm is becoming familiar to you. Listen to this, you may notice that your reactions to thoughts of love have changed. Don't scroll, because there's less urgency. Listen to this, less, what if, more, we'll see. Don't scroll, because, we'll see, is trust speaking. Listen to this, trust doesn't demand timelines. Don't scroll, because it allows timing to unfold. Listen to this, unfolding feels different than waiting. Don't scroll, because waiting feels suspended. Listen to this, unfolding feels active even when nothing obvious is happening. Don't scroll, because energy is moving beneath the surface. Listen to this, the universe works quietly during moments like tonight. Don't scroll, because subtle shifts last longer than dramatic ones. Listen to this, you might feel drawn to reflect on past connections without pain. Don't scroll, because reflection without pain is a sign of integration. Listen to this, integration means lessons were learned. Don't scroll, because learned lessons don't repeat. Listen to this, that's why what's approaching now feels different. Don't scroll, because it doesn't carry the same emotional charge as before. Listen to this, there's more steadiness. Don't scroll, because steadiness supports real intimacy. Listen to this, intimacy doesn't grow in chaos. don't scroll, because it grows in safety. Listen to this. Safety doesn't come from certainty. Don't scroll, because it comes from self-trust. Listen to this. You trust yourself more now to handle whatever unfolds. Don't scroll, because you've seen yourself survive uncertainty. Listen to this. Survive disappointment. Don't scroll, because survival built resilience. Listen to this. Resilience allows openness without fear of collapse. Don't scroll, because collapse once felt inevitable. Listen to this. Now it doesn't. Don't scroll, because you know you can self-regulate. Listen to this. You can pause, breathe, choose. Don't scroll, because choice is empowerment. Listen to this. Empowerment changes how love enters your life. Don't scroll, because empowered love doesn't need to prove itself. Listen to this. It shows up consistently. Don't scroll, because consistency is what your soul recognizes as safe. Listen to this. The person thinking of you tonight is not fantasizing. Don't scroll, because they're reflecting. Listen to this. Reflecting on what matters, what they're ready for. Don't scroll, because readiness isn't excitement. Listen to this. It's commitment to showing up honestly. Don't scroll, because honesty doesn't rush declarations. Listen to this. It shows itself through presence. Don't scroll, because presence is the language of mature connection. Listen to this. You may feel less need to analyze every sign. Don't scroll, because overanalyzing belongs to anxiety. Listen to this. Calm curiosity belongs to alignment. Don't scroll, because alignment trusts patterns over time. Listen to this. Patterns are forming now. Don't scroll, because patterns reveal intention. Listen to this. Intention aligned with action builds trust. Don't scroll, because trust deepens attraction naturally. Listen to this. Attraction that feels peaceful rather than consuming. Don't scroll, because consuming attraction erodes selfhood. Listen to this. Peaceful attraction preserves it. Don't scroll, because preservation allows growth together. Listen to this. You might notice angel numbers like 222 or 444 appearing when you think about stability or partnership. Don't scroll, because those numbers point to balance and foundation. Listen to this. Foundation matters more than chemistry alone. Don't scroll, because chemistry without foundation fades. Listen to this. Foundation allows love to withstand stress. Don't scroll, because stress is part of life. Listen to this. The universe isn't promising a perfect story. Don't scroll, because it's offering a sustainable one. Listen to this. Sustainability doesn't feel dramatic. Don't scroll, because it feels reliable. Listen to this. Reliable love doesn't trigger fear. Don't scroll, because it calms it. Listen to this. Calm is becoming your compass. Don't scroll, because your body now recognizes calm as safety. Listen to this. Safety allows joy to emerge naturally. Don't scroll, because joy doesn't need to be chased. Listen to this. It appears when conditions are right. Don't scroll, because conditions are aligning quietly. Listen to this. You may feel a sense of gratitude without knowing exactly why. Don't scroll, because gratitude signals acceptance. Listen to this. Acceptance opens the door for what's next. Don't scroll, because resistance blocks flow. Listen to this. Flow is present tonight. Don't scroll, because Christmas amplifies intention and reflection. Listen to this. Reflection reveals what you're ready to receive. Don't scroll, because receiving requires openness without attachment. Listen to this. Attachment tightens. Don't scroll, because openness softens. Listen to this. Softness invites connection without pressure. Don't scroll, because pressure belongs to old cycles. Listen to this. Those cycles have been closing. Don't scroll, because closure creates space. Listen to this. Space allows something new to enter. don't scroll, because new doesn't always mean unfamiliar. Listen to this. Sometimes it means familiar energy returning in a healthier form. Don't scroll, because healthier forms feel different. Listen to this. They don't activate fear. Don't scroll, because they activate curiosity and calm. Listen to this. You don't need to act tonight. Don't scroll, because awareness is enough. Listen to this. Awareness prepares you to respond when the time is right. Don't scroll, because response is wiser than reaction. Listen to this. Reaction belongs to the past. Don't scroll, because response belongs to growth. Listen to this. Growth is what you're experiencing now. Don't scroll, because you didn't miss your moment. Listen to this. Timing is aligning. Don't scroll, because alignment doesn't rush. Listen to this. It unfolds. Don't scroll, because unfolding feels natural. Listen to this. Natural doesn't mean boring. Don't scroll, because it means sustainable. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is gentle and grounding. After the sign appears, you'll notice a subtle shift in how you think about love. Not more questions, but fewer fears. Don't scroll, because fewer fears mean more presence. Listen to this. And presence is where real connection begins to take shape, quietly, steadily, and right on time. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this is the part where the universe begins to whisper instead of shout, where meaning shows up in moments so ordinary you almost miss them. So stay with me, because what's unfolding now isn't dramatic on the surface, but it's powerful underneath. Listen closely. After the sign appears and your awareness deepens, life doesn't suddenly change overnight. Instead, your perception changes, and perception is what reshapes reality. Don't scroll, because this is where most people lose patience. Listen to this. The universe doesn't rush what's meant to last, it refines it. Don't scroll, because refinement takes time. Listen to this. And refinement is what you've been experiencing without realizing it. Don't scroll, because you've been learning how to sit with your emotions without reacting. Listen to this. How to observe desire without clinging. Don't scroll, because clinging used to feel like love. Listen to this. But now you know it was fear dressed up as attachment. Don't scroll, because real love doesn't beg. Listen to this. It resonates. Don't scroll, because resonance doesn't require effort. Listen to this. It happens naturally when two energies are aligned. Don't scroll, because alignment isn't forced. Listen to this. It's allowed. Don't scroll, because allowing means trusting timing. Listen to this. And trust has been growing in you quietly. Don't scroll, because trust doesn't announce itself. Listen to this. It shows up as calm where there used to be overthinking. Don't scroll, because overthinking was your way of staying in control. Listen to this. Control once protected you from uncertainty. Don't scroll, because uncertainty felt unsafe. Listen to this. But now uncertainty feels open. Don't scroll, because openness signals confidence. Listen to this. Confidence doesn't mean you know the outcome. Don't scroll, because it means you trust yourself to handle it. Listen to this. That's a major shift. Don't scroll, because self-trust is magnetic. Listen to this. It attracts situations that reflect your readiness. Don't scroll, because readiness changes how others show up around you. Listen to this. The person thinking of you is responding to this shift even if they can't articulate it. Don't scroll, because soul connections respond to energy before words. Listen to this. They feel the pull not as longing, but as clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity feels grounded. Listen to this. It doesn't rush. Don't scroll, because rushing belonged to insecurity. Listen to this. Insecurity demanded reassurance. Don't scroll, because reassurance temporarily soothed but never satisfied. Listen to this, now satisfaction comes from inner stability. Don't scroll, because stability is the soil where healthy love grows. Listen to this, without it, even strong attraction withers. Don't scroll, because attraction alone isn't enough. Listen to this. Attraction needs containment. Don't scroll, because containment allows passion to exist without chaos. Listen to this. Chaos once felt exciting. Don't scroll, because excitement distracted from unmet needs. Listen to this. Unmet needs create resentment over time. Don't scroll, because resentment erodes connection. Listen to this. The universe protected you from that outcome by slowing things down. Don't scroll, because slowing felt frustrating at times. Listen to this. But frustration taught patience. Don't scroll, because patience strengthened your emotional capacity. Listen to this. Capacity allows you to hold joy and uncertainty at the same time. Don't scroll, because holding both without collapsing is emotional maturity. Listen to this. Maturity doesn't dull emotion. Don't scroll, because it stabilizes it. Listen to this. Stabilized emotion allows intimacy without overwhelm. Don't scroll, because overwhelm shuts people down. Listen to this. The person thinking of you no longer wants intensity without grounding. Don't scroll, because grounding feels safer now. Listen to this. Safety doesn't kill romance. Don't scroll, because it allows romance to deepen. Listen to this. Deep romance isn't performative. Don't scroll, because it's present. Listen to this. Presence is what you're cultivating now. Don't scroll, because presence means being where you are without fantasizing elsewhere. Listen to this. Fantasies once filled emotional gaps. Don't scroll, because reality felt insufficient. Listen to this. Now reality feels enough. Don't scroll, because contentment has been growing. Listen to this. Contentment doesn't mean settling. Don't scroll, because it means appreciating what's real. Listen to this. Appreciation shifts attraction patterns. Don't scroll, because you now notice effort, consistency, and emotional availability more than charm. Listen to this. Charm fades under stress. Don't scroll, because availability sustains connection. Listen to this. The universe has been aligning you with availability. Don't scroll, because unavailability once triggered pursuit. Listen to this. Pursuit fed anxiety. Don't scroll, because anxiety is exhausting. Listen to this. Exhaustion clouded judgment. Don't scroll, because judgment improves when the nervous system calms. Listen to this. Calm allows discernment. Don't scroll, because discernment recognizes red flags without panic. Listen to this. Panic used to override your intuition. Don't scroll, because fear shouted louder than wisdom. Listen to this. Now wisdom has a voice. Don't scroll, because it speaks quietly but clearly. Listen to this. Wisdom says, this feels steady. Don't scroll, because steady is unfamiliar when chaos was normal. Listen to this. Unfamiliar doesn't mean wrong. Don't scroll, because it means new. Listen to this. New patterns take time to trust. Don't scroll, because trust is built through repetition. Listen to this. Repetition of safety, consistency, and respect. Don't scroll, because respect is the backbone of lasting love. Listen to this. Without respect, attraction decays. Don't scroll, because respect has been cultivated through boundaries. Listen to this. Boundaries once felt like walls. Don't scroll, because now they feel like clarity. Listen to this. Clarity simplifies choices. Don't scroll, because you're no longer confused by mixed signals. Listen to this. Mixed signals lose power when you value consistency. Don't scroll, because consistency doesn't entertain ambiguity. Listen to this. the person thinking of you is moving toward consistency too. Don't scroll, because inconsistency feels uncomfortable to them now. Listen to this. Growth makes old patterns intolerable. Don't scroll, because what once felt normal now feels misaligned. Listen to this. Misalignment creates internal friction. Don't scroll, because friction motivates change. Listen to this. Change doesn't happen all at once. Don't scroll, because it unfolds through small choices. Listen to this. Choosing honesty, choosing presence, choosing to stay when things feel real. Don't scroll, because staying was once the hardest part. Listen to this. Now it feels possible. Don't scroll, because possibility replaces fear. Listen to this. Fear once imagined worst-case scenarios. Don't scroll, because imagination is powerful. Listen to this. But now imagination is being used differently. Don't scroll, because it envisions stability instead of loss. Listen to this. Envisioning stability changes behavior. Don't scroll, because behavior shapes outcomes. Listen to this. Outcomes are being influenced right now even if you can't see them yet. Don't scroll, because unseen work is still work. Listen to this. The universe often prepares situations behind the scenes. Don't scroll, because preparation prevents collapse. Listen to this. Collapse happens when growth is skipped. Don't scroll, because growth has not been skipped here. Listen to this. It's been deliberate. Don't scroll, because deliberate pacing ensures sustainability. Listen to this. Sustainability matters more than speed. Don't scroll, because speed impresses briefly. Listen to this. Sustainability endures. Don't scroll, because enduring love becomes a refuge. Listen to this. Refuge is where you can rest. Don't scroll, because rest allows authenticity. Listen to this. Authenticity doesn't perform. Don't scroll, because it simply is. Listen to this. Being yourself no longer feels risky. Don't scroll, because acceptance begins within. Listen to this. Internal acceptance attracts external acceptance. Don't scroll, because energy mirrors energy. Listen to this. The mirror is clearing now. Don't scroll, because distortions caused by fear are dissolving. Listen to this. Dissolving fear creates space. Don't scroll, because space allows connection to breathe. Listen to this. Breathing together is intimacy. Don't scroll, because intimacy doesn't rush words. Listen to this. It builds through shared presence. Don't scroll, because presence is the real sign you've been waiting for. Listen to this. Signs don't always flash. Don't scroll, because sometimes they settle. Listen to this. Settle into your chest as a sense of, this feels right. Don't scroll, because that feeling is alignment. Listen to this. Alignment doesn't require proof. Don't scroll, because it feels self-evident. Listen to this. You may notice less desire to seek reassurance from others. Don't scroll, because reassurance is coming from within. Listen to this. Internal reassurance is strength. Don't scroll, because strength allows vulnerability without fear of collapse. Listen to this. Collapse is no longer the expectation. Don't scroll, because growth has changed the story. Listen to this. The story now includes patience, clarity, and trust. Don't scroll, because trust doesn't demand certainty. Listen to this. It allows unfolding. Don't scroll, because unfolding is happening even in moments that feel quiet. Listen to this. Quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Don't scroll, because it often means something important is stabilizing. Listen to this. Stability is the foundation of what's coming. Don't scroll, because what's coming doesn't need to shock you to matter. Listen to this. It needs to meet you where you are. Don't scroll, because you're ready now to meet it without losing yourself. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is calm and reassuring. As days pass, You'll notice that love no longer feels like something you're waiting for in the distance. Don't scroll, because it begins to feel like something quietly aligning with you, step by step, without urgency, without fear, and without the chaos you once believed was necessary for it to be real. Don't scroll, listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this is the part where the universe begins to move things around you in ways that feel almost invisible at first, but later you'll look back and realize everything changed right here. Stay with me, because this isn't about sudden romance or dramatic gestures. It's about alignment settling into your life so quietly that your nervous system finally feels safe enough to stop bracing for impact. Don't scroll, because this is where peace replaces anticipation. Listen to this. Once awareness deepens and your energy steadies, the universe starts clearing space around you, not by taking things away aggressively, but by gently loosening what no longer fits. Don't scroll, because you may notice conversations fading that once drained you. Listen to this. Routines shifting that once kept you distracted. Don't scroll, because distraction was protection when you weren't ready. Listen to this. Now you are. Don't scroll, because readiness changes what you tolerate. Listen to this. You no longer confuse emotional intensity with connection. Don't scroll, because connection feels calmer now. Listen to this. Calmer doesn't mean boring. Don't scroll, because it means regulated. Listen to this. Regulation is the foundation of intimacy that lasts. Don't scroll, because intimacy without regulation collapses under stress. Listen to this. Stress is inevitable in life. Don't scroll, because resilience is what determines whether love survives it. Listen to this. Resilience has been growing in you quietly through every pause, every unanswered question, every moment you chose not to abandon yourself. Don't scroll, because those choices mattered. Listen to this. They reshaped your energetic boundaries. Don't scroll, because boundaries signal self-respect. Listen to this. Self-respect attracts partners who respect you too. Don't scroll, because disrespect loses access when boundaries are clear. Listen to this. The universe honors clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity simplifies alignment. Listen to this. Alignment doesn't require chasing or convincing. Don't scroll, because it flows naturally when two energies are ready. Listen to this. The person connected to you feels this shift as a quiet pull rather than longing. Don't scroll, because longing belongs to lack. Listen to this. Readiness belongs to fullness. Don't scroll, because fullness doesn't rush. Listen to this. It waits confidently. Don't scroll, because confidence isn't loud. Listen to this. It's steady. Don't scroll, because steadiness feels safe to approach. Listen to this. Safety invites honesty. Don't scroll, because honesty is the doorway to real connection. Listen to this. The universe waited until honesty could be received without fear. Don't scroll, because fear distorts truth. Listen to this. Truth spoken too early feels overwhelming. Don't scroll, because timing protects the heart. Listen to this. You may notice now that when you think about love, there's less fantasy and more presence. Don't scroll, because presence means you're here. Listen to this. Not projecting into imagined futures or replaying past pain. Don't scroll, because imagination once compensated for uncertainty. Listen to this. Now certainty comes from self-trust. Don't scroll, because self-trust doesn't need reassurance from others. Listen to this. It knows how to pause, breathe, and choose intentionally. Don't scroll, because intentional choices shape destiny more than emotions alone. Listen to this. Emotions are information. Don't scroll, because they are not instructions. Listen to this. You've learned to listen without being led blindly. Don't scroll, because discernment has been strengthened. Listen to this. Discernment recognizes alignment through consistency, not intensity. Don't scroll, because intensity spikes and crashes. Listen to this. Consistency compounds. Don't scroll, because compounding builds stability. Listen to this. Stability supports long-term joy. Don't scroll, because joy without stability fades. Listen to this. You're stepping into a season where joy feels sustainable. Don't scroll, because sustainability is the universe's signature when something is meant to last. Listen to this. The environment around you is adjusting to reflect this internal change. Don't scroll, because outer reality mirrors inner state. Listen to this. You may notice new opportunities for connection appearing casually. Don't scroll, because casual doesn't mean insignificant. Listen to this. Significance often arrives without drama. Don't scroll, because drama is not a prerequisite for destiny. Listen to this. Destiny feels calm when you're aligned with it. Don't scroll, because calm allows recognition. Listen to this. Recognition doesn't demand explanation. Don't scroll, because it feels familiar without repetition of pain. Listen to this. Familiar no longer means unsafe. Don't scroll, because safety has been redefined in you. Listen to this. Safety now means mutual effort, emotional availability, and respect for boundaries. Don't scroll, because those qualities once felt rare. Listen to this. Now they feel necessary. Don't scroll, because necessity changes standards. Listen to this. Standards don't push people away who are aligned. Don't scroll, because they filter out what would harm your peace. Listen to this. Peace has become non-negotiable for you. Don't scroll, because chaos no longer feels like chemistry. Listen to this. Your body knows the difference now. Don't scroll, because your body learned through experience. Listen to this. Experience is the greatest teacher. Don't scroll, because theory doesn't calm the nervous system. Listen to this. Lived safety does. Don't scroll, because safety allows vulnerability to emerge naturally. Listen to this. Vulnerability doesn't need to be forced. Don't scroll, because forced vulnerability re-traumatizes. Listen to this. Gentle vulnerability heals. Don't scroll, because healing changes attraction patterns. Listen to this. You're no longer drawn to potential. Don't scroll, because you're drawn to presence. Listen to this. Presence means someone is emotionally here. Don't scroll, because here is where connection lives. Listen to this. The universe is aligning circumstances so that when presence meets presence, there is no confusion. Don't scroll, because confusion belongs to misalignment. Listen to this. Misalignment feels heavy now. Don't scroll, because your system rejects it quickly. Listen to this. Rejection isn't bitterness. Don't scroll, because it's wisdom. Listen to this. Wisdom protects energy. Don't scroll, because energy is sacred. Listen to this. Sacred energy attracts sacred connection. Don't scroll, because sacred doesn't mean perfect. Listen to this. It means intentional. Don't scroll, because intention guides behavior. Listen to this. Behavior over time reveals truth. Don't scroll, because truth doesn't rush announcements. Listen to this. It reveals itself consistently. Don't scroll, because consistency builds trust. Listen to this. Trust allows intimacy to deepen without fear of abandonment. Don't scroll, because abandonment anxiety once drove reactions. Listen to this. Now regulation replaces it. Don't scroll, because regulation allows pause before response. Listen to this. Response is power. Don't scroll, because reaction was survival. Listen to this. Survival mode has been easing. Don't scroll, because you're no longer bracing for loss. Listen to this. You trust your ability to recover. Don't scroll, because resilience has been proven to you. Listen to this. Proof builds confidence. don't scroll, because confidence attracts equal energy. Listen to this, equal energy creates balance. Don't scroll, because balance sustains partnership. Listen to this. Partnership is the direction this connection is moving. Don't scroll. Because partnership doesn't rush romance. Listen to this. It builds foundation first. Don't scroll, because foundation supports everything that comes later. Listen to this. You may notice that your desires have become simpler. Don't scroll, because simplicity signals clarity. Listen to this. Clarity removes emotional clutter. Don't scroll, because clutter once masked intuition. Listen to this. Intuition is clearer now. Don't scroll, because it's not competing with fear. Listen to this. Fear has loosened its grip. Don't scroll, because trust has taken its place. Listen to this. Trust allows unfolding without control. Don't scroll, because control blocks flow. Listen to this. Flow is present now. Don't scroll, because even moments of stillness are productive. Listen to this. Stillness integrates growth. Don't scroll, because integration prevents regression. Listen to this. Regression happens when lessons are ignored. Don't scroll, because you've honored your lessons. Listen to this. Honoring lessons signals readiness for the next chapter. Don't scroll, because the universe responds to readiness. Listen to this. Readiness doesn't shout, now. Don't scroll, because it whispers, soon. Listen to this. Soon without anxiety. Don't scroll, because anxiety rushes timing. Listen to this. Alignment trusts it. Don't scroll, because trust doesn't demand guarantees. Listen to this. It allows experience. Don't scroll, because experience deepens wisdom. Listen to this. Wisdom anchors love and reality. Don't scroll, because reality is where sustainable joy lives. Listen to this. Joy doesn't need chaos to feel alive. Don't scroll, because it thrives in safety. Listen to this. Safety is what you're cultivating now. Don't scroll, because cultivating safety attracts the kind of love that stays. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is grounding and real. As this alignment continues, you'll notice that what once felt like waiting slowly turns into movement, not rushed, not forced, but natural, and when connection shows itself more clearly, it won't disrupt your peace. Don't scroll, because it will fit into it, like something that always belonged there. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this part is where the universe begins to test your calm. Not to take it away, but to confirm it's real. So stay with me, because what happens here determines how smoothly what's meant for you can finally arrive. Listen closely. After alignment settles and peace becomes familiar, life doesn't suddenly become perfect. Instead, small moments appear that ask, will you react like the old you, or respond like the healed you? Don't scroll, because this matters. Listen to this. The universe doesn't bring the soulmate energy fully forward until it knows. Your nervous system can stay regulated even when emotions rise. Don't scroll, because intense feelings are not the enemy. Listen to this. Unregulated reactions are. Don't scroll, because reactions used to be your armor. Listen to this. But armor gets heavy when you no longer need it. Don't scroll, because heaviness slows alignment. Listen to this. Lightness allows movement. Don't scroll, because movement is happening now. Just not in the loud, dramatic way movies portray. Listen to this. It's happening through subtle choices. Choosing not to chase clarity, choosing not to over-explain, choosing not to abandon your boundaries just to feel close. Don't scroll, because those choices signal readiness louder than words ever could. Listen to this. Readiness doesn't mean you've stopped wanting love. Don't scroll, because it means you're no longer willing to lose yourself for it. Listen to this. and that shift changes everything. Don't scroll. Because the universe responds when self-worth becomes non-negotiable. Listen to this. Self-worth isn't arrogance. Don't scroll. Because it's stability. Listen to this. Stability is what allows love to land without chaos. Don't scroll. Because chaos once felt familiar. Listen to this. Familiarity doesn't equal safety. Don't scroll. Because safety is learned. Listen to this. You learned it through disappointment, through silence, through moments where you chose yourself even when it hurt. Don't scroll. Because those moments were not wasted. Listen to this. They built the version of you who can now receive without fear. Don't scroll. Because fear used to whisper, don't get your hopes up. Listen to this. Now wisdom whispers, stay present. Don't scroll. Because presence is power. Listen to this. Presence allows you to notice how people actually show up. Don't scroll. Because showing up consistently matters more than promises. Listen to this. Promises without follow-through reopen wounds. Don't scroll. Because wounds no longer guide your decisions. Listen to this. Discernment does. Don't scroll. Because discernment notices patterns, not excuses. Listen to this. Patterns reveal truth over time. Don't scroll. Because time is now your ally. Listen to this. You're no longer racing it. Don't scroll. Because racing came from scarcity. Listen to this. Abundance feels patient. Don't scroll. Because abundance trusts that what's meant for you doesn't need to be forced. Listen to this. The person connected to you is sensing this shift too. Don't scroll. Because when one soul stabilizes, the connection recalibrates. Listen to this. Recalibration doesn't mean immediate reunion. Don't scroll. Because it means alignment of pace. Listen to this. Pace matters more than speed. Don't scroll. Because speed impresses but burns out. Listen to this. Pace sustains. Don't scroll. Because sustainable love is built through mutual readiness. Listen to this. Readiness looks like accountability. Don't scroll. Because accountability is attractive when you value yourself. Listen to this. You no longer romanticize emotional unavailability. Don't scroll. Because availability feels safer now. Listen to this. Safe doesn't mean dull. Don't scroll. Because it means grounded. Listen to this. Grounded connection allows joy without anxiety. Don't scroll. Because anxiety once fueled attachment. Listen to this. Attachment without security drains the heart. Don't scroll. Because your heart is no longer willing to be drained. Listen to this. You've learned the cost. Don't scroll. Because cost clarifies priorities. Listen to this. Your priorities now include peace, consistency, and mutual effort. Don't scroll. Because mutual effort creates balance. Listen to this. Imbalance creates resentment. Don't scroll. Because resentment erodes intimacy. Listen to this. The universe prevented that by slowing things down. Don't scroll. Because slowing felt frustrating. Listen to this. But frustration taught patience. Don't scroll. Because patience strengthened your capacity to hold uncertainty without spiraling. Listen to this. That's emotional maturity. Don't scroll. Because maturity doesn't suppress feelings. Listen to this. It regulates them. Don't scroll. Because regulation allows vulnerability without overwhelm. Listen to this. Overwhelm shuts people down. Don't scroll. Because safety opens them up. Listen to this. Safety is now part of your energetic signature. Don't scroll. Because your body knows what calm feels like. Listen to this. Calm is no longer suspicious to you. Don't scroll. Because once it felt unfamiliar. Listen to this. Now it feels right. Don't scroll. Because what feels right doesn't require convincing. Listen to this. You may notice that situations testing your boundaries arise briefly. Don't scroll. Because they are not setbacks. Listen to this. They are confirmations. don't scroll, because when you choose differently than before, alignment locks in deeper. Listen to this, the universe checks consistency before delivering stability. Don't scroll, because stability is earned through repeated self-respect. Listen to this, you've been passing these tests quietly. Don't scroll, because they didn't feel dramatic. Listen to this, they felt like calm decisions. Don't scroll, because calm decisions change destiny more than emotional reactions. Listen to this, destiny isn't a sudden event. Don't scroll, because it's a series of aligned choices. Listen to this, aligned choices accumulate. Don't scroll, because accumulation builds momentum. Listen to this, momentum is forming now. Don't scroll, because it doesn't feel rushed. Listen to this, it feels inevitable. Don't scroll, because inevitability doesn't create anxiety. Listen to this, it creates peace. Don't scroll, because peace means you trust yourself regardless of outcome. Listen to this, trusting yourself is the foundation of trusting someone else. Don't scroll, because without self-trust, love feels threatening. Listen to this, threat perception has softened in you. Don't scroll, because safety has increased. Listen to this, increased safety allows curiosity. Don't scroll, because curiosity invites connection without pressure. Listen to this, pressure belonged to old patterns. Don't scroll, because those patterns have been closing. Listen to this, closure creates space. Don't scroll, because space allows new energy to enter. Listen to this, new energy doesn't need to be unfamiliar. Don't scroll, because sometimes it's familiar energy returning in a healthier form. Listen to this, healthier feels different. Don't scroll, because it doesn't activate fear. Listen to this, it activates steadiness. Don't scroll, because steadiness allows long-term vision. Listen to this, vision isn't fantasy. Don't scroll, because it's realistic hope. Listen to this, hope without desperation is alignment. Don't scroll, because desperation rushes. Listen to this, alignment waits confidently. Don't scroll, because confidence doesn't need reassurance. Listen to this, reassurance now comes from within. Don't scroll, because internal reassurance is freedom. Listen to this, freedom allows love to be a choice, not a need. Don't scroll, because neediness distorts connection. Listen to this, choice preserves dignity. Don't scroll, because dignity sustains attraction. Listen to this, attraction grounded in dignity deepens over time. Don't scroll, because time is now building instead of eroding. Listen to this, erosion happened when boundaries were ignored. Don't scroll, because boundaries are honored now. Listen to this, honor changes everything. Don't scroll, because when you honor yourself, the universe honors your timing. Listen to this, timing is not late. Don't scroll, because it's precise. Listen to this, precision requires patience. Don't scroll, because patience is strength. Listen to this, strength doesn't push. Don't scroll, because it holds steady. Listen to this, holding steady is what you're doing now even when uncertainty remains. Don't scroll, because uncertainty no longer scares you. Listen to this, it feels open-ended rather than threatening. Don't scroll, because openness invites possibility. Listen to this, possibility doesn't overwhelm when grounded. Don't scroll, because grounding anchors excitement. Listen to this, anchored excitement feels hopeful, not frantic. Don't scroll, because frantic energy repels stability. Listen to this, stability is what's approaching. Don't scroll, because the universe aligns stability slowly so it lasts. Listen to this, lasting love doesn't